Hello, cousins. Owen, the Canadian redneck here. Let's try this again. Welcome to episode 69. Like I know what that is in my singleness. But let's just get on with supposedly the easiest way to get right back into the swing of things with a good old Q&A, which I have not finished and left you hanging at question 99. So let's jump in with 100. 100. As you know, these are all questions by Allie the Bruce on her blog posts, which are linked down in the description. So if you want to do these questions, also please give her credit, because I wasn't going to write all these questions or, whatever. So I'm glad that she took the time a long time ago now, because I've been trying to get through these for years. Okay, 100. Do you prefer sunrises or sunsets? Sunsets, because if it's a sunrise, what the heck am I doing up? And besides being allergic to sunlight, anything. It's like, goodbye, sun. Instead of watching it come up and go, oh, there goes my night vision. 101. What do you typically have for breakfast? It used to be a cup of coffee. But at one point I did the terrible thing that, even though I was on a very strict budget, one meal a day is not a good idea. So I went out and I started looking for something that, if I had to run, or if, I didn't have any food in the house or whatever, I was covered and I wouldn't skip meals. So technically speaking, off and on, since last August, I have been on the Soylent train, which is really good. I haven't really lost any weight, and over the holidays they stopped shipping for about a month and a half or 2 months, and so now I'm still trying to get rid of the food in my house by eating it, and back onto a mostly Soylent based food regime. They did some messing around with like the caloric intake, that each meal that used to be 500 calories is now 400, because who needs a nice round number like 500 to make things easy? So I now have 3 meals a day when I'm doing Soylent. So that brings it to 1,200 calories, which wards off my body going into starvation mode. Which is a thing I found out, because if you think you're going on a diet and you say, I'm going to eat 900 calories, I'm going to lose all my weight in one day, and you will gain that and everything back in a half a day when you start eating again, because your body's going to be like, oh, thank God we survived. So I have actually put weight on until my body realizes that I'm not going to do some stupid stuff again by, eating only 1 meal a day, even though it was well balanced if I had been eating it 3 times a day, but I was only eating it once a day. So I was probably having around 200 calories. And let's just say, if my doctor's listening, plug your ears. Okay. 102. Do you like scary movies? No. I'm the kind of person that I see a scary movie promo commercial, and I am sure that I'm gonna have problems. I saw the Japanese version of The Ring, which the original is called Ring You, and swore that that creature was in my house, in the apartment that I was in, for the next 2 years. Yeah. So, no. I did make an effort to enjoy a adrenaline pumping scary film, and I said, I gotta do this. So I went out and I hunted down every single Chucky movie that there was. I bought the first one. I found the last one, and for a collector's kit, it's really weird. The kit consisted, I think, of like 3 films or 2 films. It was they don't have the first, and the guy at the counter, we don't have the first one, we don't have the last one. It's just only the middle 3, and I'm like, perfect. So I got the whole collection of Chucky. Tried to watch it once with a friend of mine. Hi, Liz. We put it in. We were both determined, us artistic types. We were determined to watch Chucky. Put it in. Saw the trailer at the beginning of the film, as sometimes the DVDs play. Looked at each other and mutually ejected the disc and put in Labyrinth instead. Best decision ever. Then one day, bright daylight outside, I said, look, this is stupid. I have to watch a Chucky film because I have all of them. So we're going to put number 1 in, and I'm going to watch that. And I will hold my chihuahua and or any other animal that comes within proximity. And I'm going to watch a Chucky film. So I put it in. And you know what happened? The promo played. I watched the promo. Proud of myself. And then the opening scene started. And I'm like, it's 1 o'clock. It's not bright enough outside to watch a horror film. No, I'm going to watch the film. I should have a bigger dog if I'm going to watch a horror film. No, I don't care if it's a chihuahua. You're going to watch the horror film. So I watched the whole thing. From beginning to end. Pacing nervously back and forth in front of my television as it played in fast forward. But I made it through the first film with my eyes closed most of the time. So, adventure films and vampire movies. Vampire movies I can watch, no problem. Make it horror, anything. I can watch a vampire film. If there are no vampires in your horror film, I'm sorry. I'm going to be the first one on the floor of the theater hiding under the seat. Sorry, Michael. What is your favorite milkshake flavor? It's March 6th when I'm filming this, and I know I shouldn't have any, and it's probably going to make me queasy or whatever, but I am waiting. And I should actually check to see if the shamrock shakes at McDonald's have come back. Because it's a mint shake. And it's so good. If that's not available, I'm more than happy with strawberry. But being that I shouldn't be eating any of that stuff because it's 0.1 from being completely chemical. But still, it's a shamrock shake. They only come out once a year, which is... that shouldn't be my resolution. I will only have a shamrock shake at McDonald's. That way I would only have milkshakes like that once a year. Okay. We'll make that my resolution instead of... Oh, wait. Podcast. Okay. Shamrock shake and podcasting. New Year's resolutions, remind me. Take a note. Okay. So the shamrock shakes. And if you don't know what those are, go and try one. If you're gonna die from something, anyways, enjoy the shamrock shakes. Have you ever been in a newspaper? Actually, yeah. I've been in the Dawson College school newspaper a few times for our medieval fairs. I was in it once for Halloween. Because I had a strange costume. There was some kind of a survey going on. They asked me a question. I've been in the paper as a child because my stepfather was a radio announcer and we were off doing some PR family thing. And that was worth getting our photos in the paper for. So, yeah, we'll say yes. How long can you balance on one foot? Believe it or not, that is part of the physiotherapy that I've been doing. They had me, okay, no, they had us on one foot for a minute each leg, 3 times each side. And for the most part, I can balance on my foot for a minute. Get a little tottery near the end and kind of like weaving, but manage to stay on one foot. Have you ever fired a gun? Squirt gun. What? Doesn't count. Okay. No. Haven't had that experience. I've shot an arrow. I've shot a slingshot. Plastic? Yeah. No. Okay, so plastic guns don't count. But they don't kill people, really. The rubber bullets sting like a bitch, though. Oh, wait. Sorry, I didn't mean to talk about your mother. Okay. Never fired a gun. Have you ever tried archery? Well, yeah. I haven't. I have a bow. My older brother Warren gave me his without any arrows. It's like he knew. But I do have a bow, and I have done archery in the past. And in Canada, in some schools, that is actually one of the things we do in gym class. So I did that in elementary school, and I did it at a day camp once. And if the need arises, off grid or whatever, I set up something maybe at the house that I eventually hope to have if I have a large enough yard and I don't have to worry about a neighbor living behind me. What is your favorite condiment? Ranch dressing. And for those of you who don't think it's a condiment, put it on a burger, put it on your French fries, put it on your potatoes. I put it on pizza. Well, various kinds of pizza. I put it on tuna. I put it in a sandwich. I put it on a hamburger. I put it on hot dogs. And it's ranch. Just trust me on this. Ranch is a condiment. They just haven't gotten the memo at the companies that make the ranch yet. Also, the blue cheese dressing is also a really, really good condiment. Like saying the word condiment. Condominium. Conde, hey. Alright, what is your favorite clean word?